Well guys, we just pulled out the subframe out of this car. As you can see, one of the ears is missing. Where's the other ear? It's right here. So that's supposed to be one piece. This car has never been in a demolition derby. This has only been on the road. And it fell apart like that. It's quite crazy. This car is like a 9.5 out of 10 for clean. There is random rust, but like all the rear of this car is spotless. But then the subframe's completely gone. And this thing was only driven on the road and it's got low kilometers, so the salt kills these cars. But we have another subframe that we just put the steering rack on this. We put the sway bars on this. I believe I built it in like September, October, and it's just been sitting outside waiting for this moment. So now, time is here. So let's take a look at this subframe that I have built up for this, and then we are going to put it inside of this car. So hopefully it's all going to work. I did have to kind of pull the ears in, and I didn't have a car to get good measurements off of because I've never actually owned a Cavalier that didn't have a broken or bent subframe. So saying that, this was a lot of guessing. So let's show you guys this subframe creation. So we have all the plate on the A-arms. Sway bar mounts right to the plate, so now the A-arm weight is spread out. I'm probably going to have to go buy new bolts because I don't have any bolts long enough. For the sway bars, the factory sway bar mounts, they were like completely rotted off because how bad the frame was. So I built these ones out of metal and I welded them down. Hopefully they are not in the way of anything. So what we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be reinstalling this subframe in this car. And hopefully everything goes back together the way it should. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by probably putting that one in with a jack. We're going to clean off the floor. We're going to install that one with lots of anti-seize. We want to lubricate these bolts as best as possible. This one right here was not in great shape. So we're going to be throwing that bolt away and then putting another bolt. These should be 15 mil and I had to hammer a 13 mil on that. So we're going to get the floor cleaned up. We're going to get this thing underneath there with the jack, but I think we're going to throw away this old subframe because this is what's coming out of it. So let's get a little bit cleaned up before we get back to work here. We got the subframe in there. It didn't go in very nicely, and the reason for that is because I think my measurements were a bit off. I think that not having a good subframe to get measurements off of when I built this one kind of ended up screwing me. But it was very close. I just had to hook up the come along and kind of pull the subframe. It's very, very tight in there. It's mint. So we did just cut all the brake lines because they were all broken anyway. They're all zip tied to the old subframe when it came out. We're going to be running new brake lines. We're probably just going to come out, go through here, come out, and go through right there on the other side. So I think that's probably the next thing that we're going to do. And then we're probably going to cap off these ones. It's been a while since I've done these, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to see which ones are the rear ones and which ones are the front ones. Usually they're labeled. Oh, look at that. Left rear, right front, right rear. So the two outsides are your rear, your two insides are your fronts. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be just running new brake lines from there to here, from there to there. Boom. Done. So we're going to probably put all the suspension back on, put the sway bars in, all that fun stuff today. The sway bar did get pushed over to one side when I put it up, so my holes aren't exactly lined up anymore, but we'll figure that out. We couldn't find any anti-seize, so we ended up just using trailer grease to put the bolts in. This thing here, lubrication's lubrication. I just hate putting bolts together dry. Yep. So let's do some brake lines and then come back. Well guys, we got Steven back here now. Steven is getting into the wiring on this. If you guys don't know, Steven is my resident tuning harness building gentleman. He's getting really good at it. He's thinking about opening up to the Derby world soon. But what I've been doing is I ran all new brake lines. Look how nicely that copper line looks. And it's so high up and away from things. It's like it's meant to be there. Eh, Steven?
I don't know who put it there.
Well, it looks amazing. And it comes right in.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. So, we have all of our new brake lines ran. We do not have the brakes bled yet, so we will be working on that probably once we get everything back together. But I'm probably not going to put the struts and axles into it yet. just because I don't think we're ready for it. And what am I going to be doing? I think that we are going to be looking into the rules and trying to figure out what to do. But as it sits right now, maybe I can look at this mount and try to get this mount all switched out. Maybe that's what I can do. I don't know if we really need it, but I'm going to try to do something with this now. Maybe I'll do that. Well, Steven has completely given up interest on the standalone harness.
What do you mean? I did all.
Yeah, what's with the domino side, Steven? Don't worry about it. Road's closed, pizza boy. So, we've got everything pretty much done today. We got the motor mount in. Turns out I actually found my old motor mount sitting on a shelf. So I've only had this motor mount sitting on a shelf for, I don't know, 7 years. So this bolt fully catches, this one really doesn't, but we just put a little spot of weld on that washer and she's good to go. And we're going to put an extra bolt into there to help hold everything together. So I can't believe that I still had that motor mount. Steven has been digging into the wiring, but we ain't getting too far on that. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow, because you see that pipe sticking out of there and this plasma cutter going? We are getting to the fun things. And we are going to be jamming steel inside this thing. So we're going to come up with a game plan, and we're going to put it to fruition. So make sure you guys come back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.